Can you hear me now?
What's good, congregation? What's new take? Where's that go? Per usual. Let me get my wine right. What's good, congregation? It's your favorite auntie, DJ AunteeMimi, and we are back with another. Can you hear me now? The podcast. Never mind. How y'all feeling? And it's another beautiful day above ground. And it's another beautiful day above ground. That was so offbeat. How y'all feeling? I'm feeling alright. It's got lots of things going on. I gave myself a facial, so I'm coming to you guys. First of all, it's hot as shit in this room. But I'm coming to y'all barefaced, skin just bare, and here. I gave myself a facial today, so SD rules. Try not to wear makeup after giving yourself a facial. I did a good old microdermabrasion, and I ordered a new microdermabrasion machine, and it came with, the last one I ordered was like 6 years ago. So this one, I guess, is a new and improved, and it came with like a little suction thing to get suck everything out of your pores. Like instead of just doing manual extractions, it actually has like the suction, and it shows you exactly all the oil and dirt and debris and even hair and dead skin that's coming out of my pores. So my pores are good and refreshed and ready to pop it, okay, on this episode. We're going to get right into it, you guys, because I got a couple things to address. I got a couple things to get off my chest. The way y'all was eating me up in the comments, because I used the word, I don't know if PONK offended you guys, but I'm going to read a few comments. I'm going to read a few comments, and we're going to get into it, okay? So, right off the rip, I got a comment of a gif of two birds. First of all, it's cackling. Two birds fighting each other in the middle of the street. And I'm like, I'm a little slow. I think my mom hit the pipe a couple of times when she was pregnant with me. So, things take a little bit longer to process. So I'm like, why would somebody post birds? Like, people dressed up as birds, like street fighting. I'm like, oh, you're calling me a bird. So someone commented, calling me a bird, I guess. I guess I'm a bird. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that was clever. Then somebody commented and said, I'm going to read y'all verbatim what they said, okay? If it's grammatically incorrect, I didn't write it, okay? I didn't write it. Go take these mics. Hold on, let me read it how they wrote it. Go take these mic from these females. I can't wait until there's no more fully black female again, and only light-skinned ones. Huh. Now, I know I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Last time I checked, light-skinned women are fully black too. Huh. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Then there was another comment that said, oh, look, another black female with no ring, thinking she's speaking the truth. Shut up, black girl. Excuse? Shut up. I would never. It's just funny to me. Like, this shit, I guess you gotta have tough skin to sit up here and pop it how I'm popping it. Yeah, another, what did it say? Another black female with no ring, thinking she's speaking the truth. Shut up, black girl. Another black female with no ring. That's how you know people don't know shit. They don't know they ass from a hole in the wall, and I don't even know what the fuck that means, but it makes sense in this instance. Another black female with no ring, y'all. And if I didn't have a ring, that means I can't say how I feel. You came on my page from a fake page. Yeah, from a fake page. Both of y'all from a fake page. And then one of them even had the audacity to, I got you so riled up. You commented twice. Sis. Patty's in a bunch. I just want to be very clear about when I use the word punk, whatever you want to say. I'm not using it in a derogatory way towards the LGBTQ plus community. I love the community. I have friends and family in the community. However, when I use the word punk, I'm directing this towards men who despise women, especially black women. And you're proving my point, sister. You're exactly proving my point. These men express their disdain at any given moment towards black women because they are fighting and wrestling with the fact that they like men too. I'm talking to them. Those are the punks. They're in the closets, the DLs. Okay? We're talking to the Sean Halls. We're talking to the Cordell Stewarts, allegedly. Okay? We're not talking to the LGBTQ community, okay? I'm talking to the punks that can't keep it a bean and be real with women and tell it how it is. And if that's what the lifestyle you want to live, go ahead and live it. This is in reference to my story that I talked about last week about Sean Hall and him expressing what Tawanda smelled like. I'm talking to them type of niggas that want to embarrass black women at any given moment because they can't stomach the fact that they like niggas. Those are the punks, okay? Shout out to I Love McConan. Hey. So Memorial Day just passed. And what y'all do? We just chilled. You know what? I make it a point to not put too much on these holidays and just using the holiday time as special extra time to spend with my family that I have created. We do some meat on the grill, we chill. Kelly played in some water, and we just kept it low key. I don't think I'm alone when I say that these type of holidays, they just don't hit the same. Like, families are not getting together how they normally get together. This is the kickoff of the summer. Pools are open. And I know in the past, like, I've been disappointed at, like, you know, trying to host certain things and throw gatherings together and, like, just not coming together the way that I intended it to or expected it to. So I'm just putting all my energy into my little family. And we had a good old time. But I learned something this past weekend about the origin of Memorial Day, and I just wanted to share it. The origin of Memorial Day traces back to 1865 when free slaves started a tradition of to honor fallen soldiers. Look at me, can't read. To honor fallen Union soldiers and celebrate the emancipation and commemorate those who died for the cause. These are facts that we're not taught in schools. And these are facts that they want to cover up so badly. But the internet I have a love-hate relationship with the internet. Of course, if you tune into bullshit, you tapped into bullshit, that's what you're going to get, bullshit. But I love how my timelines or my algorithms is a mixture of bullshit and education. Righteousness and ratchetness. Ghetto and godly. So, yeah, like, I felt like, damn, like, I really didn't know this until I was today's years old. And we're pioneers of everything. Whether people want to admit it or not, believe it or not, Black people, we pioneer a lot of this shit. Okay? And we gotta stop acting like we haven't. And that the white man tries to take things away from us and recultivate it and make it and whitewash it and make it look like it's something that they created. But Memorial Day is really something that we created for us. So with that being said, happy Memorial Day. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I hope y'all threw some meat on the grill. I hope y'all had a little moment to relax on y'all 3-day weekend. And that's the history of Memorial Day. I was literally up until, what was that, a couple days ago, till like 3 a.m. going down a rabbit hole on my Facebook like page. And I've really been popping it for a long time. And I don't know if any of y'all feel like this, but I feel like I don't give myself enough credit. Even though I'm evolving, I'm learning, I love the woman that God is shaping me to be. I've really never been afraid to express my opinion. Right, wrong, indifferent. I've never been afraid to express that. And I absolutely love that about me. And I hope that whoever this message is for, that you continue to pop your shit. Okay? People are not going to like you. People are not going to love you. People are not going to fuck with you. But continue to be who you truly are. It was just so crazy. Like, even pre-BBL, maybe. You know, some people, some women, they wait until they get their teeth done or get their body done to feel like they can pop. Now, you know what? I'm going to take that back. The first thing I got done, I guess, or corrected, was my braces. I got braces in I want to say 2017. I was well in adulthood when I got my braces. And that was one thing that I was truly insecure about, like, my mouth. Like, how are you going to pop shit in your mouth? Like, even though people were telling me, like, oh, you don't need braces. I felt like I needed braces. And then the orthodontist felt like I needed braces. So I got braces. But after I got braces, I felt comfortable enough to be in the camera and pop my shit. And yeah, and then, you know, everything else came after that. But yeah, like, I got my braces and let my teeth do its little thing. And then it was up from there. Like, I've been popping it ever since. So yeah, I forgot what I was trying to say today. I forgot my points to that. So if you feel like you need to change something, F what the people say. Change it. If it's going to make you feel more comfortable with who you are or trying to become, Change that shit. Who cares? Become the best version of you. I think that was my point. I think so. That sounds good. Yeah. So, a mother in Louisville, Kentucky put a hidden camera in her nonverbal autistic son's locks because she had suspicions of him being abused, and she was sadly correct. A mother's intuition don't lie. It don't lie. That's some real shit for you. You carry that baby, anything that baby you're feeling that's going wrong with that child, you're probably right. The video footage showed her son being called and with the hard ER and him being choked by one of the teachers. It was hard for me to watch, but I felt like I needed to talk about this on my platform because I feel so strongly. Callie is 2. And my daughter is a piece of work, to say the least. And I feel like if you don't have a certain level of love for her, that my child can easily be one of those kids that is being mistreated. And I love how this mom is speaking out for her son, and he's nonverbal. And during her press conference, she continued to reiterate, I am his voice. I'm going to be his voice. And I felt like that was just so powerful and so needed, because a lot of these kids, even if they're not autistic, feel like they don't have a voice and feel like they don't have a parent or guardian or somebody advocating for them. I was one of those kids who felt like anybody advocated for me. So I felt like I couldn't speak up. As an intentional mom, I'm making it my point to always advocate for my daughter, always be intentional about the decisions that I'm making on her behalf. Now, one of those decisions is my husband and I not choosing to put her in daycare at this early stage in her life. Even though we get a lot of pressure from other people saying that she needs to be around more kids and she needs this and that and she needs. But as her mom, as her parents, we don't feel, we're tired as fuck though. We don't feel that right now is the right time to put her in the daycare system. Yes, help is needed. Help. But I'd rather be tired and exhausted and all of those things than feeling like, damn, did I make the right decision for my child? Did I just and I understand daycare is needed. There are parents, there are moms, there are dads out there who daycare is the only option. I get that. I'm speaking from my own perspective. I don't feel like it's the right decision for my child at this juncture in her life. Somebody even told me that their child, I think her child is 4 or 5, and she just put her baby in daycare, and she came home and her arm was dislocated. I said, huh? And you here? If my baby came home and her arm was dislocated, they would still be trying to figure out how the fuck they gonna get me off of whoever did that. I need answers. I need footage. And why wasn't there incident report? Why did I have to find out? I love this story because I love that there's a mom who is advocating for her child. And not saying that parents don't, but I think that because life kind of just keeps on moving and grooving, and we got to do work, we got school, we got this and that, we got other kids and shit going on. I think that there are a lot of things that may get swept over or looked over, and maybe not enough parents pay enough attention to what exactly is going on with my child. Why are they behaving this way? Listen, jail or hell about mine. Jail or hell. And I kind of battle with myself sometimes. It's like, damn, like, are you too overprotective? Because I don't trust a motherfucking soul. I don't trust a soul to look after my child how I'm going to look after her. And then, like I said, I battle with myself. Like, am I too overprotective, or do I need to ease up a little bit? Am I just automatically thinking the worst? But I just feel like these stories just keep coming back to me. And there was a point where we were looking at daycares and we were like, okay, well, maybe we can send Calvin to daycare. You know, we did go look at some daycares, tour them, and ultimately we just made the decision, you know, we're just going to pause. We're going to pause. And like I told y'all in previous episodes, I'm just in a season where I am listening to what God has planned for me and mine, what he has in store. So I think I'll know when that time is right to take on some additional outside help. Yeah, but shout out to that mom. My heart goes out to her as a mom and a Black mom of her child. And I hope that I shared the story on my TikTok. I really hope that she gets the justice that she deserves. And her son gets the justice that he deserves. Because that shit is not okay. It's not okay. I don't even understand how people can abuse kids. And normally these are stories that I can't even stomach and read now that I have a child, because that child is innocent. They didn't ask to be here. In her case, he can't even speak for himself. Choking him out and calling him with a hard ER is crazy as fuck. Like, crazy. I can't imagine how she feels. But my heart goes out to her. Seriously. Let me take a sip on that note, because the stories about children are hard. They're really hard. So moving on to lighter news. Recently, Queen Latifah sat down with Angie Martinez, and Angie asked her about coming out during the 2021 BET Awards. And the actress Queen Latifah described her 2021 decision to publicly come out during her BET Awards acceptance speech as a straightforward choice of honor. Well, to honor the people who have been integral in her life. In the interview with Angie Martinez, the 56-year-old entertainer said she acknowledged her partner, Ebony Nichols, while accepting her BET's Lifetime Achievement Award on Pride Day, which was June 27th of 2021. And she said it was a natural decision for her. Towards the end of her speech, Queen also acknowledged her son, Rebel, and, like I said, her love, Ebony. I don't think none of our sexuality is for real, none of our business. We are so nosy as a society, and we want to speculate, and we need to know what is your preference. I only feel the need to know as it pertains to, like I said in the beginning, Black women. Like, I just feel like men who secretly like penis, that's a problem. That causes diseases. HIV rates in Black women are on the rise, and I think that's very deceptive. However, outside of that, I don't think that our sexuality is any of our business. For a long time, it's been speculations about Queen Latifah and her sexuality, and is she a lesbian, and this and that. Yeah, shout out to her. Good for her. And I watched the AMAs, and I saw her on the red carpet with her family, and I'm glad that she feels comfortable enough. Because it's a different time. As we know, the 90s were a different time, and women and men alike weren't allowed to be as sexually expressive if they weren't straight or heterosexual. And I love that she's able to, she's being more open with sharing her family and saying, hey, I may be lesbian, I may not. You connect the motherfucking dots, okay? So I think that we're connecting the dots. And yes, Queen Latifah has had a longtime partner, Ebony. And I love that she's able to share that, and we're able to see that. And maybe somebody who may look up to Queen can see themselves in her. I am somebody who, as a kid, watching MTV, watching Queen Latifah, no, I don't. I'm not a lesbian, but I saw myself in somebody like Queen, who kept her hair done, hair laid to the gods, beautiful woman, but had a little edge to her. You know, she rode motorcycles. Who you calling her? UNITY. You know, she wasn't afraid to be the queen. All hail the queen. So I love that. I felt like, okay, it's okay to be a little bit rough around the edges, so to speak, and not be so prissy, but I'm still a woman. So Queen Latifah is somebody who I looked to growing up, like, okay, so it's okay. It's okay to be something like this and not fit in this box over here, if that makes any sense. Ray J. It's not even funny at this point. Ray J was knocked out by YouTuber Super Hot Fire in a celebrity MMA style boxing match on Saturday, May 23rd. So this past Saturday, girl. The fight was held at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas and ended in the second round following a single knockout blow. I watched the clips, and when I tell you, I was cackling. I can't lie. I kept watching the video, and the nigga was seeing the birds and the stars like the cartoons. And he was lumped up like Martin on the Tommy Hearns episode. Like, it was very reminiscent of that. And the only thing I can think of is, Ray J, why the fuck are you in this ring? Like, don't you got heart conditions? Don't you got a heart issue, my nigga? Why are you fighting? You need a check that bad? Ray J is one of those people who uses his free will a little bit too freely. Ray J does everything. But now he's laid up in a hospital bed, allegedly. And I hope he's okay. But Ray J, why are you in there? I know Brandy be looking like I would love to be a fly on the wall in Brandy's room when she sees anything pertaining to her little brother Ray Joe. Because what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And why? Would you sing? Ray J don't take shit serious. He don't take life serious. I love a piece of that for him. We all need to be a little bit like Ray J. Just play a little bit more because he played loud. But your heart, my guy. If you was in there when you got knocked out and you got a heart condition, you just bleeding out your eye. You just bleeding out your eyeballs, sir. And you got knocked out. You got knocked the fuck out. Do we want to talk about Atlanta Housewives? I'm trying to recall the episode. So, the gala happened. Drew was extremely late. K. Michelle, who's been on this press run, and which I've seen the clips of some of her interviews, and I'm fatigued. Okay, I thought she would have been a great addition to Atlanta Housewives, but I don't think so. Kay reminds me of someone who is a woman who's extremely talented, but should never open the camera up and allow us to see her personality. I think she's one of those people who we just need to know that she sings, and she's an excellent songwriter, and she's a performer. But her personality, I don't think we need to see that. And I hate to say that, but I that's how I feel. I don't think K. Michelle needs to be in front of the camera. I think that K. Michelle needs to work through whatever insecurities she is battling before she ever decides to do reality TV again, in which I don't think that she ever should. Because it was a whole lot of confusion, because you mentioned everything about Black. Him being in your DMs. Drew never mentioned that. And I'm just confused. I'm confusion, because what issue do you have with Drew about this man? Was K. Michelle wrong? Well, was Portia wrong for not letting K. Michelle know that she dated the same person that K. Michelle dated in the past? Or did their relationship or friendship even progress enough for her to say, hey, by the way, we're getting to know each other, we're friends, and I dated so and so. There's so many. I just have questions. And why do you care, K. Michelle, as a married woman? And why everybody lives their relationship differently? But why are you having conversations with your ex? I don't know. Like, her marriage gives, are you really married? Because it was another clip where she said, and to each their own, but she said that her husband is able to have sex with women as long as he don't pay their bills. I think somebody needs to comment the birds under that post because it's giving bird. I guess we're all birds. Why would? Is it me or are the episodes shorter? Are they shorter? Because towards the end, I'm like, damn, like, is this the end of the episode? I feel like we didn't get enough. Or just a lot of bullshit. And not enough show. Like, where these storylines, I'm trying to follow them and see where they go. But, I'm a little bored, child. What else? What else happened on the episode? I literally, they came back from Dallas. Kelly in her t-shirt, Tom Ford. I noticed a lot of people like fake it till you make it, and you gotta present this image, but like Kelly, Angela didn't say or do too much. Pinky was quiet this past episode. I don't. No. I mean, I guess we'll wait until the next show to see like where these stories are going to take us, where they're going to land. Well, that was all we had on the docket today, child. I love a fresh face. I love a fresh face. I do. I don't want to say I hate wearing makeup. That would be a lie. Some sort of lie. But I like wearing makeup, but I feel most comfortable in my skin, the skin that I'm in. Yes. Confident. Good skin, good teeth. Edges still struggle, but also when I was going down my rabbit hole about myself, I'm like, damn, my edges really wasn't that bad. And they just getting worse and worse and worse as the years go by. If y'all have any suggestions on how to grow my edges, please drop them in the comments. I'm 2 seconds away from booking a flight to Turkey. We want to figure it out over there. Okay. Well, thank y'all for tuning into this week's episode of the Can You Hear Me Now? Let's keep the conversation going with your host, Auntie. Oh, we didn't do a moral of the story. Moral of the story is be comfortable in the skin that you are motherfucking in, okay? You can't change the skin that you're in. You can make tweaks, adjustments, but be comfortable with who you are. And fuck what anybody has to say about it. Okay? I don't know. That's that. But I love y'all, and be good to yourself and one another. Bye.
Can you hear me now?